Hello, today I'm going to be showing you my favorite method for heatless curls. So what I like to start with is I like to start with pretty much absolutely dry hair. I like to have it a little bit moist, but I'd rather have it too dry than too damp. I've noticed that if my hair is too damp when I'm doing heatless curls, it'll end up not holding curl because it'll never dry. So even if I start with dry hair, what I'll do is I will run some just water under the sink throughout this brush, and then I'll kind of put it throughout my hair just to get it a little damp, but less damp is better than more damp, I've realized. What I start first with is this product called Avita, and so it is a Nutriplenish styling treatment foam. I like to put this in my hair when it's wet just because I feel like it gets distributed more evenly. So I'll do a couple pumps into my hand and just take it throughout my hair. I don't typically do the top of my head as that's not where I'm gonna have my curls being held. Then I go ahead and I take whatever I'm gonna be using. So today, this is what I've been using the most often, and that I think works the best. However, if you don't have something like this, you can go and just use a bandana or an old scarf, something you have, and it's gonna work pretty much just as well. The first thing that I'll do is I will take this and I'll put it right above my head so that it's perfectly kind of half and half. Then I take some form of clip and I just clip right at the top to keep it from moving around too much. I like to have my hair really well brushed beforehand because then it won't have to be brushed as much afterwards. Currently this is my favorite kind of brush, just like these wet detangler brushes. Works incredibly on my hair. Then I will go ahead and I start with the top section. And I don't like to take a whole lot because the more I take, I find that the less, it doesn't hold as well. So I'll go around once, you do one loop, and then you go ahead and you take a little bit more. And so I'm going to take a little more, I'm going to add it in. If my hair is being like very knotted, I'll go ahead and grab the brush while I'm doing this. And I just like to make it nice and tight. And so I'm going to go around. I'm just going to keep doing that, just taking a little bit of hair and adding it, and then wrapping it around. So from the side, this is what it looks like so far. And so I'm going to keep doing that until I'm done with this side. Once you find that you've gotten all the hair wrapped that you want, you will just wrap the remainder around until you get to the bottom. I have quite long hair, so sometimes I will run out of this kind of sausage, and so just be mindful of that. It may take you a couple tries on your first time. And then you just wrap the bottom with a hair tie. Again, if you don't have this kind of tool, you can just use a bandana and wrap it with any kind of hair tie. And then it should hold something like that. And then I'll go ahead and work on the other side. Okay, so when you're done, it should look a little something like this. You look like you have two little kind of funny pigtails. From the back, it doesn't matter too much how perfectly aligned it is, your part. It's all going to come out later. What I like to do then is I like to twist it a little bit just to tighten it some more. So I'd recommend when you're doing this, twist it as tightly as possible because it will loosen. It will loosen. So then I like to tighten this, twist it around a little bit, and pull it together in the back. If I'm just at home hanging out and I'm just going to leave it in for an hour, I'll typically put a clip in there. But for now, I kind of just twist it around. There's some wire in that, which makes it easy. And then I'm going to take this top part out. I don't need it anymore. I do have a little tuft. I wouldn't necessarily wear it out and about like this, but this should go away later on. And then the last thing I use is like a large tooth comb to brush through it at the end, just to kind of get it looking a little smoother and loosen up the curls, but I will take it out tomorrow morning and show you the result. So last night I slept on my hair, and actually this is the first time I ever slept with this in. Usually I just put it in for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, and just hang out during the day, but I thought since I did it a little later last night, I'd let it stay. I would say comfort level wise, it was okay. I probably wouldn't recommend sleeping in it. I think if I slept in something like this, I would use the bandana instead. So this morning I'm excited to take it out. So I'm going to start from the back. I'll turn around so you can see. I'm just going to untwist these. So these should be untwisted on the side now. And then I can take the hair tie out. I'll take it out on both sides. And then I have my big comb for once I'm fully done. And then I can either untwist manually or kind of just loosen it. Typically I'll slide it off the top. Also, I just pull it like that just because it's easier to just pull it right through. Okay. Okay, so once it is all out and brushed through, that is the look. So it actually worked really well. I have some hairspray I think I will put in it. Usually I don't love to put hairspray in it if I'm thinking of having it for a couple days. Just because I hate hairspray, I think it typically makes my hair not as soft and it looks a little frizzy. But because I slept in this all night and put a little more effort than normal, I am going to put some hairspray in to see how well it lasts. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't want to go out and buy something, just use something you already have. Heatless curls are really fun. It takes minimal effort and just a little bit of time.